guys know it, Rad Bros Gaming. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the assembly process on how to put together your brand new gaming chair for your gaming setup. Well, it's actually my gaming setup I'm putting it together for, but you guys can use video too. So in today's video, we've got the AK Racing, it's the California Laguna series chair. I personally love the look of this chair with the diamond stitched pattern on here, the soft cushion seat. I'm going to be doing an overall review once the chair is put together, but from reviews I've read online, it seems like a fantastic chair. I'm also going to put out there that this is not a promotional video from AK Racing. This was purchased on my own, so this is a personal review on the assembly process. And I'm also going to tell you guys the assembly process for gaming chairs is pretty much similar to all chairs out there. There's a slight variance, obviously, brand to brand, but overall it's a pretty similar process. The instruction manuals which came with this chair only have 11 steps. That's how simple it is. And they pretty much assembled, well, at least AK Racing pretty much assembled a majority of it for us. So without further ado, I'm going to bring the camera in up close so you guys can see each individual part to assemble, and we'll get right into it. If you guys haven't done so, remember to smash that subscribe button. Come on you guys, let's do it, and click that bell icon so that way you guys can see all the future videos as soon as they're dropped. Alright, let's get into it. Alright guys, here is step one. So step one just simply asks to put the chair on a table or raised surface just so you don't harm your back in the making of the chair. So for this example, I've just actually used the box that it came in, and I just put this full material here just so that way there it doesn't get the actual chair at the bottom while it's mounted on the box does not get dirty or damaged. So for step 2 and 3 guys, what they are saying is for any holes that are in the leather, for example right here, you will see this is not an actual cut, so don't worry, it's a pre-drilled hole inside there. So they're saying essentially put a screw through here, take any dirt that's inside that pre-drilled hole out, and you can put your screw back in. You could do the same for these two here if you'd like. We have to take these out anyways. Now for the actual bottom part here, it actually already came installed with the bracket. Some chairs might not, but essentially if there was no bracket there for you guys, you would see the little cuts again. Looks like that. And you would just put a screw in and pull it out to take any. Now for step 4, you guys, what we're going to do is we're going to remove these foam covers right here. We'll put those aside or throw them on the floor. Next, we're going to take out our Allen key and screws. We're going to need to actually remove the screws on the side here, and we're actually going to mount the chair right here. So you'll see those two screws essentially will fit right through there. So let's get right into it. Well, you guys, there we have it. We have now assembled the backrest to the actual seat. I want to point out, when I was tightening the first side, let's say I'm working on this side here first, you don't want to put that screw completely tight right off the bat. You want to only put it in about halfway, flip the chair around, do the other side. That way there it's easier to align the hole with the screw hole itself, and that way there it makes it easier. And then once both sides are in, you can tighten both sides 100%. Also, you don't want to put it fully tight right off the bat because you can rip the leather as you're turning the chair around. So just be careful with this step, guys. Step number 5, time to hide those ugly metal plates right there with some nice plastic pieces. All right, you guys. So what we're going to do right now is hide these metal brackets right here. And to do that, all we need is our 3 screws, which came in our Allen key set. We will take our second Allen key, which we have not used yet, and obviously our plastic covers. So all we have to do really is this middle screw right here. It's the center hole right here. That is where we saw that cut earlier in the video. That is where we are going to screw our plastic piece, which is right here. You're going to put your screw right through here, line it up with that center screw, and screw it in. We're going to start with this side here because we have both the top and bottom plate. The other side does not have the bottom plate because it's already pre-assembled. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the top. We're going to move to the bottom. Now, the bottom, I want to point out, guys, this is the front of it right here. Essentially, it goes like this. The reason why you can tell is these 2 large cavities right here. Those align with the actual pre-drilled or actually pre-screwed screws at the bottom there. Now, you're probably going to want to turn the chair sideways at this point because to do the bottom bracket right here is quite difficult without tilting it sideways. So we're going to tilt it sideways, but first we're going to start with the top one. So let's get right into it. Number 6 and 7. So now we'll be mounting the base where the actual gas lifter, which is right here, will fit on. So in order to do this step, it is a very simple process. All we have to do is remove bolts 1, 2, 3, 4, and mount it on just like that. Now I do want to point out, guys, there is a proper way to do this. You will see there it says front with an arrow right here. Please ensure that you do install this with the actual front facing the front of the chair. If yours does not say that, the twister right here must be at the front of the chair. If it is reversed like so, the chair will not work correctly. It might lean forward, and you guys might say, why is my brand new chair leaning forward? That is why a simple step like that will do that. Now, if your chair did not come with pre-installed arms, just like mine, you will have to install it just like this right here, or follow the instructions as per your manual. So let's get right into it. Number 8. So now we're going to mount the wheels to the actual bottom frame of the chair, and this is a very easy process. All we have to do is grab a wheel, grab the bottom out, and you will see at the bottom there is these little holes right here. All you essentially do is grab a tire and just force it in there just like this, and you will hear a click once it's in. And essentially you're going to do that for the remaining 4 wheels. So let's get right into that. Number 9. So for this step, you guys, we will be attaching the gas lift to the bottom of the chair. Now, in order to do this, all we have to do is grab our complete gas lift and insert it into this slot right here. Now, I do want to point out before you do so, if there is a red cap up here, you will have to remove it. In our case, we don't have one, so we could just go ahead and insert this piece. So again, all we do is just push it into the slot until it is secure, and that is it. And the final step, guys, is the actual bottom wheel mount right here. All we have to do for this is just essentially insert the bottom of the gas lift straight into here, and that is it. Just like that, guys. So you will see it hanging out right at the bottom here. Now, you might need 2 people to lift it at this point here. If you cannot lift it yourself, grab somebody and just help tilt the chair upwards, and you are done. So let's check the chair out. Alright, you guys, here's the final outcome of the chair. I think it looks fantastic. The cushion is extremely soft. I'll get into that in a little bit. The diamond stitch is fantastic. The lines are clean, they're straight, the stitching is great, the feel of everything is great. Now, the last 2 parts we have to add are the bottom lumbar support and the top pillow. So now these are optional, you don't have to add these, but I will show you guys how to add them. The lumbar support has actually 2 clips on it. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna run the 2 clips, one through each of these top slots. Now the bottom one, you're gonna just feed it through the bottom of the cushion, just like this, through to the back. Now just be careful that you don't actually rip the leather at this point here, right at the end. And just clip it in right through the back. I'll show you guys in a minute here. And for the top, all we have to do is essentially just pull it back, along the back, just like that. And again, they're both optional, you don't need them. I think it actually adds to the chair itself. It's great because you can actually move this up, down, depending on how the back adjusts. And I'll show you the back here. All it is essentially, let's just make that a little straighter. It's just like this. You feed it through the bottom, both sides, clip it in through the top, and you're done, guys.